just wanted to thank the voters of the state of Ohio for investing in our infrastructure. Of course, the last time this was up was 10 years ago. It's very encouraging and wonderful to see that our citizens still value infrastructure and value the benefits that investing in our infrastructure provides to our quality of life. And to that, we thank them for their trust in us.
We talked a lot during the last few weeks leading up to this, informing voters about what this does. Remind them, give us a refresher about how this benefits Lucas County.
So what this does for Lucas County, so the way that the issue two works and where the money is allocated, there are 19 districts across the state. Each are allocated a portion of the $250 million a year. So it was a $2.5 million bond issue. So the purpose of issue two was to give a waiver to the constitutional requirement of the amount of debt that can be done by the state. So it allows 2.5 billion in bond money over 10 years. So it's 250 million a year. It's allocated um, basically according to population to the 19 districts. Lucas County receives about $6 million a year from that. It'll be a little more because it's 25% more. So with this new bond issue, it'll be probably closer to $7 million a year. And there's a committee in each of those 19 districts that allocates those monies towards um, capital improvement projects, roads, bridges, water, sewer, stormwater, all capital projects that can be done over every year. And certain portions has to be allocated to each jurisdiction. So local jurisdictions, counties, cities, villages, and townships. So,
What would the effect have been had this not passed?
that's $6 million a year that we would not have to essentially put and invest in our infrastructure. There's really not a lot of monies in terms of other than very local funds to do towards what we would call like more maintenance types of activities, things to keep our things moving, lasting longer. If you don't have those $6 million or $7 million, all it does is delay those projects to future years. We all have the same priorities and the projects that we need to do. If you don't have the money, it just gets delayed to future years, and some projects won't get done. And the realization is in terms of infrastructure, it doesn't get any cheaper. So if you can get monies earlier to do it, it just becomes more expensive if the longer you delay, and the longer you delay makes the risks that the project will never get done. And then the other thing about it is the more you delay, the more the infrastructure will degrade. And if it gets past a certain point, if you don't have the money to keep it maintained and it gets past a certain point, then it just becomes more expensive to fix. So, it just is a really good investment in terms of keeping our infrastructure maintained and keeping it in good condition. Just like anything at your house or anything you deal with, the more you let it sit, the more you let it decay, the more expensive it gets, the more expensive fix it becomes. If you can spend a little bit of money to keep things moving and keep it well maintained, it'll serve you for a very long time. And our infrastructure here in Lucas County is no different.